Art on Demand is a production of the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County, brought to you with support from Alys Beach, 30A.com, and Florida Department of State, Division of Cultural Affairs. While these events are provided at no cost to you, we do ask that you donate what you can by visiting our website, culturalartsalliance.com, in order to help the CAA continue to foster creativity, employ artists, and bring you entertainment, education, and engagement through Art on Demand. We hope you love this virtual event.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Art on Demand. I'm Sarah Page, a local artist here in Walton County, and I'm so excited to be here with you today as I'm working on a mural in Grand Boulevard Town Center. This piece is part of the Cultural Arts Alliance's Art in Public Places program. I first connected with the CAA when I moved back here in September of 2020, and I was so excited to see that this area had a Cultural Arts Alliance that contributes to the arts in this area. And I got involved with the Foster Gallery, and now I'm here with this mural that's been commissioned for Grand Boulevard. So I'm excited to see what more I get to do here. As most artists, my artistic journey began when I was a child, drawing and painting as you do as a kid. But I really got into the arts in college when I discovered graphic design. And just about 2 years ago, I actually went off on my own to start my career as a full-time artist. Oh, there's so much to love about creating murals. My favorite part is interacting with the people who walk by. I love talking to everyone. I love getting to know people. I love that murals are a form of public art, and it really is for the public. And I love to see how it impacts the people that live here. The mural creation process typically takes, I'm gonna say, about a week. From the very beginning of creating the design, that can take several weeks of back and forth or brainstorming, but the actual painting of the mural, depending on the size of the wall, depending on the design you're doing, would take about a week. If you're doing mural festivals, that's about the amount of time that they give you to complete the process, so you'll want to be able to make sure you can get it done within that time frame. I have been painting murals since 2016 was my first one, yes. And so I've gotten to do a handful of them ever since, and I want to continue to do that as part of my main medium as an artist. So the process I'll be going through with this mural is I've already prepped and primed the wall, and next I'm going to be projecting my design onto the wall, and from there I'll start painting and applying color. And this part's a lot of fun because it's kind of, for this particular design, it's kind of like a color by number, and so I'll just be filling in these huge swaths of color. And then from there I'm going to be making sure that I have all of my lines super crisp and clean. And then it'll pretty much be done. So one step in the process is getting your colors just right. So I do the design, I create the design on an iPad and I get the colors just right there, but then you have to translate that to real life. And so I spent a couple hours probably at the paint store looking at the different swatches that they had, trying to make sure it looks similar to what I have on my screen. And then I actually laid out the design similarly on the table to see how all of the colors would interact together in this rich beachy color palette that we're using. So for this mural, I'm going to be painting each color at a time. So I'll most likely start with the lighter colors. And so I'll do all the yellow, all the orange, and then all the pinks and reds, and then I'll move down to the ocean waves where I'll apply the lightest color blue until I finish with the darkest blue, and then I will finish, once that's all dry, I'll come back and finish with the white outlines. The details are what really makes the mural pop. It's what really brings it to life. And there's also some lettering work that will be done in this mural, so making sure that the letters are nice and level and clean and easy to read, and that those really pop off the wall as well. We want this to be an inviting mural. Hopefully people will stop on the sidewalk and come interact with it and take photos with it. So having those colors interplay together, and of course I'm investing all of my love and energy into it, which is another little subtle piece of the mural itself as well. Yeah, I'll be stretching for sure. Painting murals requires your entire body, so there's gonna be times when I'm crouching down into a ball to get to a low corner, or when I'm stretching all the way up to try to reach a far top place. And using a ladder is always a lot of fun. I'll be climbing up and down and up and down and up and down the ladder, and I'll be stretched out and crouched in, and it'll be a full body workout to create this piece. Pro tips for painting a mural, I would say think simple when you're trying to think of what you want to paint on the wall, because even though you have this great big canvas, it's going to have more impact if you just have one focal point that you can blow up to this massive scale. It's probably 85% done right now. There's still some cleaning up that needs to be finished, but you can see all of the color is filled in, and you can see it from the streets, which is super exciting. There have been lots of people walking by, enjoying seeing the process. We've had a lot of people taking pictures. It's really cool to see it come to life. I love how big it is. I love how the colors are popping. I'm really grateful to Grand Boulevard maintenance staff. They've been super helpful during this process and even let me use their lift, which was a pleasant surprise. It's always fun to be able to play with those machines. That may be one of my other favorite parts about doing murals. One of the fun challenges with this one was doing the design behind this big hedge. So I got to freehand the waves that you see at the bottom, and figuring out where to put those curves and how to paint those on and draw them on ahead of time. So making sure that I'm backing up every so often to see those lines and make sure they're nice and smooth. That was something new that I've gotten to do this time, which was cool. It's artwork that's on display for all to see. You don't have to have any money to come drive by and look at the mural. You can enjoy it no matter who you are or what you do. So I love that it really does become part of the culture of a city. I do other paintings and other types of artistic work outside of my mural art. I do some t-shirt designs. I designed this Keep Florida Wild shirt, which you can find on my website. This is a watercolor painting that I did. I started dabbling in watercolor in the summer of 2020 when everything was shut down. It was this new medium that I was exploring as I was feeling out what quarantine felt like, and this was born from it, which I'm really proud of. And I also have done some wood stain on wood paintings as well. I love being able to just highlight the beauty of the wood instead of having to cover over it with paint. So wood stain really allows me to do that. So any type of fluid medium plus funky design is my thing. I am inspired by nature. Of course, this beautiful Florida landscape that we live in is rich with inspiration. I love wildlife, I love the beach, I love the dune lakes that we have here. So any kind of Florida wildlife inspires me, and just, we live on this beautiful planet Earth. We're so lucky. So I'm inspired by nature every single day. So the inspiration for this particular piece came from wanting to embody the area. I wanted to incorporate nature into it. And then we were also inspired by Amanda Gorman's poem from the presidential inauguration. And at the very end she says, "For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." So that's the message that we're trying to send with this piece of art, is be the light, be a source of hope for those in your life, and also look for it in your life in those hiding places. If you'd like to interact with me some more or have a conversation, you can follow me at Sarah Page Art, SarahPageArt, or you can see some more of my work at www.sarahpageart.com. thank you for stopping by, and a big thank you to the CAA for this opportunity to create a piece for the Art in Public Spaces program. I hope you'll come by Grand Boulevard Town Center to check it out. And if you like this content and want to see more, visit culturalartsalliance.com and click Donate. $10, $50, $100, $1,000, it all helps.
Thank you for experiencing this episode of Art on Demand, presented by the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County, with support from Alys Beach, 30A.com, and Florida Department of State, Division of Cultural Affairs. We hope you explored your creativity and learned something new today. As the creative core of Walton County, the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County offers support, connection, and access opportunities for all forms of art, every variety of maker, all levels of learners, and especially art lovers. Through performance, funding, and educational programs, the 501c3 organization directly connects the people of Walton County with the broader view, the critical exploration, and the answers only the arts have the power to provide. If you loved this episode, please visit culturalartsalliance.com and click the donate button to give what you can to help the CAA continue to bring you art on demand. And stay tuned for our next virtual event coming soon.